So guys, unfortunately we had some pretty bad weather and my lovely climbing rose has collapsed, as you can see. Doesn't look like there's any permanent damage. It's not snapped or anything, but it is bending over. It does need fixing. The previous support, and I'll try and get a shot of it, was some busted old wooden trellis thing. However, what we're going to do today is we're going to put in some wire sort of supports in. I'm just going to show you how to do that and some of the things to be mindful of. So a couple of things you're going to need for this job. Firstly is your materials. As you guessed it, wall plugs. I've then got these screw-in vine eyes, and I'll get a close shot of those. These are what your wire is going to be twisted around. And then you're going to need the wire itself. I bought this for like £4 and it's 2 millimeters thick. So depending on what you're holding up, you might get away with thinner, like a 1.2 millimeter or something like that. But I've gone for this like 2 millimeter sort of galvanized wire sort of thing. It's got like a PVC coating on, so it shouldn't rust or need replacing anytime soon. But yeah, that's the materials. In terms of tools, gone for a spirit level just so I can get my lines quite straight, a hammer for the wall plugs, and the main tool you're going to need is sort of drill and some drill bits. I've got the Bosch hammer drill here because I'm going into masonry. If you're going into wood, you wouldn't need something as heavy duty as this, but because we're putting these into masonry, into the sort of house wall, I'm going to need the hammer drill. So the first job is to drill your hole. So I'm sort of reaching in around this rose that is chock full of thorns, and what I kind of want to do is I want to sort of support it down here. I want to support it there, and I might do a higher up one as well, but I'm going to see how I get on with the first two first, whether 2 wires is enough. So one thing to be mindful of going into any kind of masonry is going into the center of the brick. It's so prickly, I tell you what, this is a horrible job. So I'm going quite far on the outside, make sure it's straight. And then I need to somehow get to there. Now, probably going to speed this bit of the footage up because I'm going to be swearing a lot as I get stung and scratched. Right, next bit's quite simple. While I'm still getting stung is to put your wall plugs in. And I give them a little tap with the hammer, just so they're in. Oh, come on. And move this one out of the way, reach over there. And then I've just got to put the eyes in. So all I'm going to do here is put this in and start screwing it. Now, you can just do it with your hands, or a little tip is to use one of the other eyes and put that in and spin it round. You'll be able to get a bit more sort of twist and sort of torque on it. But that's going in quite nicely. I'm not sure if a 6 millimeter hole is going to be enough, but we can do when it gets a bit hard. So my wife's kindly agreed to help me with this, and what we're going to do now is we're going to thread the wire sort of through the eye, wrap it around and connect it up with the other eye over there. So there we have it, the rose is supported again. One major thing I forgot to mention when I was looking at the tools and equipment is gloves. Always wear gloves, and probably safety goggles as well when you're drilling. But other than that, I hope you found this video useful, and if you do, don't forget to like and subscribe.